What do you do when you accidentally buy your daughter a second Wii? You load her on a train, take her to Busan so she can be with a better parent than you. What's up, everybody? It's time for Nerdy 430, the show where comedian Tim Keck and I nerd out about things that we have watched lately. Today, we are talking Train to Busan, and we are doing so with our very special guest. You know him, you love him. It's our pal, James Cross.
Woo, baby. I am happy to be here, honored. I can only assume I'm here because I'm your only Asian friend. So, because I'm not a big Train fan. So I figured it was that.
James, we are honored to have you here.
We were talking about this movie and Kevin was like, James would be the perfect guest for this one. And I was like, why? What about this? Does he love zombies? And Kevin was like, no, I don't know. No. There's something else about him.
Yeah, I was like, Tim, as you well know, James represents the entire Asian community, which is why it's important to have him on this pod.
I've been fighting that fight for a long time, much to their dismay. But yes, thank you I'm so happy to be here. I've checked out so many clips of so many past episodes. Don't quiz me.
Quiz you. Incredible.
Perfect.
Now, I do want to bust into this early. Now, James, we were talking at your birthday party a couple weeks ago about the fact that you are just now starting to get into horror movies. I thought this would be a nice little transition because it's a little bit of action, a little bit of horror. How did you find it? What did you think?
Which, by the way, James, next time you have a birthday party, don't just post a fucking Instagram story that I see a week later or the next day. Someone was like, oh, why didn't you go to James's thing? And I was like, what? And then I open Instagram and it's like, oh, okay. Hey, guys, thank you. A text, maybe, James. I should have just said happy birthday or something after. I haven't done that. So late happy birthday, James. But the story invite, what a cop out. What a cop out. Oh, my God.
No, it was fair. I was like, well, no one checks Facebook events anymore. Then I was like, what am I going to email everyone? And then I did the Instagram stories. And that was a bad mistake because I would look at who viewed the stories. I was like, oh, none of my friends saw this. None of the people I want to be there. Then I was like, well, I've been posting about it for 4 days. Do I text them now? It just seems lame. Come on. So, it was fine. It was fine. I mean, Kevin got it. So
I know. So it was
Kevin,
fine.
Kevin, I gotta say thanks for liking and subscribing.
Hey, anytime. Big liker, big subscriber.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to derail the question. Kevin, recap it again.
First off, Tim, I want to thank you for that pun. I have more notes on derailment puns later. James, just now getting into horror movies. Real quick, what kind of led to you getting into horror movies recently?
I don't remember. I have no idea. I mean, all TV shows like The Simpsons, whatever, all my favorite episodes would be the Halloween episodes. And then I randomly saw it had to be American Horror Story or something kind of basic. But I was like, oh, this is my entire identity now. I don't know. Love it. Love being freaked out. I read it does something watching a scary movie does something about your anxiety, because it'll be fine at the end or something like that. It's not that scientific. I don't know. I just like seeing hot women get stabbed.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Man. So you didn't love this movie then? This was not your favorite.
Not enough women. Here's how you fix the movie. Zombies, knives.
Let's tape knives to their hands and just get a lot of hot women in bikinis and put them on a beach in Cancun. And then you've got a movie that James Cross will sit through.
Oh my God. There's
I'd watch it just for the podcast,
the Miami Beach. There's an outbreak at the Miami Beach Knife Convention. These zombies are armed. They are dangerous.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm joining Shudder. You know what I'm saying? For that trial to watch that movie.
I have another equally important question for everybody. Subs or dubs? Where do we stand?
Ooh. I think I have the bad opinion of I love dubs. Because I love not looking at the screen for long periods of time. Just checking my phone and whatnot. I always go dubs. What about you guys?
I feel like for animation, for cartoons, I go dubs. Because usually the dubs are pretty good. For this movie, my only choice was dubs because I was watching on Peacock and I was not a fan. Dubs with a human being moving their mouth, it's not good. I don't like it. It was very weird. But I did notice, okay, this was something I noticed. I don't know if you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans. The voice actor for Vegeta was playing like the shitty businessman in this movie.
Oh my God.
And I could have sworn I recognized his voice early on. And I was like, oh my God, yes, this is Vegeta. And I thought it was going to be a minor character. But as soon as I realized Vegeta was voice acting him, I was like, oh, this guy's going to be a threat. And he goes on to be the villain of the movie. So that was my little dub experience for this.
I thought the voice of the little girl, like the dub voice of the little girl, was kind of creepy. Like,
yeah, not good.
It wasn't like a sweetheart little girl. It was like, oh, she's going to turn halfway through the movie, or she already is a zombie and she's going to eat her dad or something. But, you know.
See, this is the thing. You both had these problems. I feel like such a basic nerd for saying this. I'm a huge subs guy.
Okay.
I will never touch a dub. I will go the extra mile to make sure I'm staring at the screen the entire time so I don't miss a thing.
That's insane. You don't check your phone and see, oh, no one texted me. What?
Yeah, no one's texting me because I'm a sub-obsessed idiot. Just not the kind of guy anybody wants to hang around. I mean, I think it's nice to have, especially like Tim noted, for like actual human actors. It's so nice to have the actual person's voice. It fits. You're not distracted the entire time. I don't know. I prefer it personally. There was an interesting thing that happened for Squid Game, though, recently. I've never seen it happen this bad. The subtitles for Squid Game and the dub voices, so different. But it's kind of nice because you get the like meaning behind what they're actually saying. And I don't know. It was a weird, unique experience, but I don't know one that I would want to have happen again.
Wait, you're watching Squid Game with dubs?
Is there a just sub version?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, they did the whole thing with dubs. God damn it. I didn't think there was a sub version available.
We gotta love subs.
We got to talk Squid Game, though, because I watched this like yesterday and I was so bummed because I had to stop watching Squid Game. I haven't finished it yet, but I was like, Squid Game is so fucking cool. I guess I'll take a break and watch this subtitled movie about zombies on a train. You know, I was like, what a bummer. But I'm all in on Squid Game.
Speaking of the zombies on a train, that is the movie that we are technically supposed to have been talking about.
I did just finish Squid Game yesterday. If we want to switch over, we want to change the whole podcast right now.
No, we'll have you back on once I finish. But until then, you shut your mouth about the Squid Game, James. I cannot. I got to know what happens. It's so good. Oh, man, I can't wait. Oh, I wish this was a Squid Game podcast. I wish I'd finished it. Oh, no. Okay, but we got to talk about Train to Busan.
Train to Busan.
Yeah. Unfortunately for everybody, it's Train to Busan. Which I like.
Did you not like this movie? I like this movie.
I like this movie.
It was really good.
It's fun. It's super fun. It's just, these are my ideal zombies too. These are the cool zombies, like just slow standing in place, like Walking Dead zombies. The zombies that just sprint at you full speed are the best. I love it. Oh, it's so fun. It's so much scarier. It's so unrelenting. It was super cool that they added this like visual element to them. Like they throw a jacket over their head and they don't know where they are. That's super funny.
Yeah. I love that it like that first like deer thing. I felt like it was like 2 minutes in the movie and it was so like fast because I feel like lately I've been watching a lot of horror movies where it's like just a bad drama for like the first 40 minutes and then there's like a weird, oh, okay, things are creepy now. But I like that it was just like, yeah, let's just get to it. Yeah.
The deer itself, the animation on that deer itself is incredible. These zombies, the physicality of these zombies, I think better than any other zombie movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Like the way they'll have like an arm fucked up like behind their head or something. They'll be like lurching in a really strange way. It was a treat to watch people where we got to see them be normal human beings for like the first act of the movie, and then they would get turned and then you'd get to see like, oh, this person's like a pretty good human actor. They are an S-tier zombie actor.
This was the first zombie thing I've watched that I can remember that they just couldn't open the doors. That seemed like other movies. Surely you can, it's like a lever, I think, or like a knob. Okay, but you know,
you think even it's like that thing where it's like, you know, infinite monkeys typing at infinite typewriters eventually would like write the Bible or whatever it is, like whatever that's saying. It's like eventually if enough people are just pawing at a door, one of them's going to hit the handle, right? Like,
yeah,
it's only a matter of time.
These didn't look like complicated. Like it looked like a slide door. Like I feel like, just the sheer force of them like shoving each other to the side would have done it.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen that many people run towards a door since a Tim Keck comedy show.
Holy shit.
Just to be clear, they were running towards the door to get into the venue to get a good seat.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh my God. God, James, I've missed you so much.
I missed you too, buddy. Could have used you at the birthday party.
I had no idea about it. And from what I heard, you know, it was, I don't know if anybody I liked was there. So
fair.
No, I'm just kidding. This movie had, okay, this is my hot like survivalist take now. I'd love to know where you guys stand on this. Right away, I know Vegeta voice guy. This is like the guy in The Businessman who's like holding the door close and like getting good people killed. In one of these horror movies, there's always like the dirtbag, the coward who is getting good people killed. If I'm on this train and this guy pulls this shit, I am murdering him instantly. That's the first thing I'm doing now, because there's always this guy and he always kills other people. And it's like the second you know who this guy is, you kill him, you hit him with like a brick until he dies. And then you assert dominance and you're like, OK, guys, this is what we're doing now. And like, you just got it. You got to cut this. You got to cut this tie, because he ultimately goes on to kill like 10 more people in this movie. He gets like the train killed of people. He kills the conductor that he's in the bathroom with. He gets the kids killed. He's just like on a tear of like murdering people. He gets the dad killed. Oh my God. It's just, this guy has more bodies behind him than James Cross after killing on stage. This is just a lifeless. I don't know. That was a stretch.
I liked it. I like that he kept saying, I'm the CEO. But I rode public transportation with everyone. But I don't know. I liked, he was a good actor though.
Yeah. He was good.
Okay,
but that character,
yes,
you got to nip that guy in the bud immediately. Survival situation. They're like trying to figure out who the zombies are. I'm like, that guy's going out the window. He's off the train. I have zero tolerance for this in like in an intense zombie situation.
So let's say we're all in the car and that happens and this guy stands up and is like, let's lock the door or whatever. What do you do? Is this like a Flight 93 situation?
Yeah. I'm Mark Wahlberg. And I'm doing what Mark Wahlberg would have done if he'd been on the train to Busan. And I'm saving everyone's life and preventing a national tragedy. Not that. But once he's like locking the door and like keeping a pregnant woman out, I'm just like, this guy needs to go. This guy's a bad influence, you know? And the problem is he was turning people too. His cowardice is infectious, you know? And if you got one of these guys in the car, you're about to have, it's the real disease. Talk about in a zombie movie, cowardice is the real virus that we need to exterminate in these situations.
Were the monsters all along. Yeah.
The best thing about this movie is what it taught me about myself. And,
that scene where the dad gives the girl like a second wee. I thought that was like, oh, I've never seen that, and that's great. That's a great way to show that you're just bad, but like you're trying because you're buying things. You know?
It's like you're not a bad person, but you're just not in touch. Because if you had a relationship with her, you'd know she had a wee already.
Yeah, because it sounds like they lived together, so. Eventually, you would see her playing the Wii, I would assume, if you were at home. But no.
Yeah, I think this guy's that's the problem. He's never at home. It's what was weird to me is like, why does this guy is clearly only interested in advancing his career. I think she is like an item on a checklist for him. She's like, I have a daughter. This shows that I'm a family man and can therefore, proceed in the world of business. But on a strictly practical level, why would he want to have custody of her?
Yeah, because they're not hanging out. They're not. She doesn't have fun jokes, right?
Yeah. I don't think he loves her.
She's not funny.
She's not bringing anything to the table.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a job. She's not buying me a Wii.
Yeah, that's what you never see. You never see the daughter buy the father a Wii.
Yeah. I mean, all three of us are divorced dads, so I think we can speak to this, that a lot of divorce is trying to win the divorce. And I think, you know, trying to keep the kid, you know, as we all did with our wives. So we entered like, you know, deep, long arbitration to make sure that we kept our children, even though we hate them just to spite our wives. You know, I think that's probably a part of it. I think some of it is like, I win. I'm a winner. I'm rich. I make money. I hustle. I keep my daughter here. I don't think it's good behavior. It's a very flawed character, but I think that makes him compelling and his arc compelling. Should we get into some?
Wait, can I spoil? I can like spoil the movie, right?
Yeah. I've already. Okay. I think we've spoiled a lot. Yeah.
Well, I meant for the listener. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. But okay, let's say you're the pregnant lady at the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your whole family is dead. Your husband's dead, and then someone gives you like another child to take care of. I'd be like, this is a little much. Like, surely someone else can take care of this person, right?
Economically, she is, you know, going to be struggling for the rest. Yeah.
My life's not hard enough. I gotta. Yeah.
Maybe she gets those 2 life insurance policies to collect on, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You think there's anywhere to collect those policies? I think that perfectly dovetails into what I want my when did you know to be. When did you know that they weren't safely getting to Busan? There's no Busan left.
I guess when they went to that first stop and it was like, oh, if the military's overrun there, most likely it'll not be. But I don't know. I thought they would get to Busan and it would just be like a military guy saying, welcome to Busan. Take a towel or whatever. But no. Yeah. What did you know?
I feel like, as soon as they got back on the train after the first station, it was like, it's not going to be safe. This is not going to have a happy ending. I didn't predict like all the insanity with the train derailing and all that kind of stuff, but I mean,
nice.
It just seems like this pandemic spread so fast.
What was the end of that?
Technically,
what was that thing at the end? Where'd they go at the end? What was that? If that wasn't Busan?
Oh no, I just mean like the Busan they were trying to go to was like a version of the city in their minds, unspoiled by the zombie epidemic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Kind of like after the first stop, it's like everybody's fucked. Everybody's fucked instantly. That's how these zombie things work. Is like it's not contained. It doesn't seem like there's any plan to contain it. It's just spreading all over the place. It's like the entire world is fucked now. The world is zombies. We're screwed. You know, is kind of what I thought of instantly. The best you can hope for is like a survivor's camp, which it seems like they end up on. Okay, I got a when did you know? When did you know it was pronounced Busan? Because for some reason I thought this movie was called Train to Busan forever. I don't know why.
I thought it was Train to Busan. Like something about like train and bus made sense in my head, but I don't know.
Oh my God. This is just like a connecting train. It's part of a larger commute.
Yeah.
Train to bus and something after that.
Yeah. Busan.
Busan, though. Busan. Pretty cool. It's a good name.
Yeah.
I guess
Busan
immediately is my answer to that.
Yeah. It seems like
I never had a moment where I didn't know that was the title.
I just thought it was a little misleading that they never get there.
I just thought Busan. Just the first time I heard them say it in the movie, I was like, okay, that's what that is. This is new information for me. This is, I didn't have this before. Okay, cool. Good to know. Now I know. I'm educated on this. Yeah. I didn't know before. And now I do.
That's actually the twist at the end of the first act.
Okay, should we get into our next category? Beefs and thieves. Are we doing them together now, Kevin, or are we doing one at a time? What's the MO now?
Let's lead off with beefs. And if I can kick it off again, I think my beef directly ties into my when did you know, which was just that I think people turn into zombies a little bit too quickly with this version of the zombie epidemic. It's like people will get bit. The first like train attendant lady gets bit. she's right back up. She's foaming at the mouth. She's got the like crazy infected looking stuff all over her.
The first girl that like gets on the train, it takes for like at least like a couple minutes, and then she bites the train attendant, and then literally instant.
So fast.
Continuity, bro. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's that she bites the train attendant like on the neck, so it gets to her brain faster or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It just seemed like when it was convenient for the plot, it would take a long time. And all the rest of the times it was so fast, which I guess explains how it was able to spread across all of Korea so quickly. But still, I don't know. The idea that they were just on a high speed train, and by the time they got to their destination, it was already overrun with zombies. I don't know, maybe a little too fast.
Yeah, with they didn't say why it started, right? There was it just happens.
Yeah, I think there's something at the very beginning with like a chemical plant.
Okay, that's right. I would assume based on what we saw, remember there was like a scene where I think there was like a plane or a helicopter and it was flying around and then like zombies would drop out of it. Maybe there's a helicopter just flying all over Korea and they dropped one in each little suburb or town or whatever. But that was off camera. They didn't have time to.
We can't show all the zombie drops.
Yeah.
Gosh, that be said, that's the next stage of warfare is just zombie drops. And you just like, you make a zombie, you drop it in whatever country you're fighting. And you just like, chemical warfare style. I agree with you, Kevin. I thought maybe it had something to do with like the lethality of the bite, right? Like if somebody gets bit on the hand, it takes longer. If someone gets their jugular ripped out, like you get bitten and then you die. And if the zombie kills you and bites you, it seems like you turn instantly. If you're alive and kicking and you get bit, it seems like it takes a little bit longer. But I agree, like it happened at different paces. It felt like for different guys. It felt like for the dad, it took a while. And then maybe not. I guess it was a little similar, but I don't know.
Oh, no. Yeah. Because he had time to like put his daughter in a cockpit and like tell her I love you or whatever. And then wait, how long? Because I feel like the business guy took a long time to turn too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the business guy took a long time. And then the father of the pregnant woman had a lot of, not the father, not her father, the partner of the pregnant woman. It took him a little while to turn too. He was like holding the door and holding the zombies, and that stuff's cool. I like that a lot.
That dude ruled. Yeah.
I feel like my beef would then be like, it seemed like they figured out ways around the zombies, but then kind of like neglected them sometimes. Like the light thing. I feel like there should be more tricks with that. Just like, I don't know. What if you used a fire extinguisher and just like filled in and like was just spraying a fire extinguisher at these zombies? Would you be able to like get by these zombies on this? Like, I don't know. What if you just threw a blanket over them? Would you be able to sneak by them? Like the scenes with the tunnels were super cool. And I guess I kind of thought maybe there'd be another tier of like fucking with the zombies, right? Like if the cell phone trick works one time, why aren't you doing that every time? I guess maybe you run out of cell phones, but, set an alarm on your phone and do it.
There's like TikTok videos where like you disappear from a dog, like you hold up a blanket, then you let go and do that. You like let's do that with the zombies.
But it's just the reverse. It's like when you lift the blanket, they think you disappeared. Yeah. When you lower the blanket, they're like, "Fuck, there he is."
Object permanence. The first thing to go when you start to turn.
Yeah.
James, you got a beef? What's your biggest beef with this?
My only beef was what was it? It was something about the end that I thought was like kind of, I don't remember, but no, I don't think I have too many beefs with the movie. I thought overall it was good. I thought the business guy was over the top, but I don't see how you could not be, I guess, in that kind of role. My only beef, not in English the whole time. Well, I did watch it in dub, so that's not even a beef either. I got no beefs.
No beefs. Perfect movie. Well, then
I'll take it.
Let's move right into Thieves. Who or what stole the show for you? The movie for you. Kevin, you want to get us started again with your thief for this movie?
Yeah. So, I already brought up one of my biggest thieves, which was the zombie physicality. So I'm going to move into the other giant thief for me in this movie, Don Lee's outfit. Don Lee played the husband of the pregnant woman. His outfit fucking ruled. This is what I want to look like when I'm like, late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah. It seemed like cool, muscly James Dean. Yeah.
It was sick. He's got the blazer. He's got like a long cardigan on under that. Brilliant switch up on having like a vest under that blazer. It's casual. It's a little bit formal. He looks great.
Yeah. I love a guy that always insults another man in front of his daughter. You capitalist pig or whatever. Sorry, your dad sucks.
Like,
no, he probably was my favorite part of the movie, I think.
Same for me. I'm like, this guy's my thief. This character is so good. I'm rooting for him so bad. Him dying is devastating. He's just he's insulting the father while saving the father. He's like mad at the dad for like not turning back on him. Like, honestly, the arc with the dad is great. Like, he just slowly becomes really more and more caring and starts off like, you don't have to help everybody. It seems like a little like forced, like, you don't have to be nice to people. It's like his life lesson to his daughter, which seems like kind of insane behavior. But then by the end, he's like willing to sacrifice himself for others in a pretty heroic way. So that's cool. But he learned it all from the guy. What do you guys, there's like some TikTok trend now where it's like, Mama said that it was okay. Have you seen that song where it's like, well, I shouldn't be dating an older man, but Mama said it was okay. And then they cut to like pictures, they play that song and like cut to photos of a celebrity just like dating a way older guy or whatever the fuck it was. It's like, you shouldn't have so many dogs. And then they cut to like a video of like somebody with like a bunch of dogs. It's just like that. But it's like the protagonist is like, I learned how to be like a selfless person. And I learned it from this guy. Mama said that it was okay. And it's like the husband who is Jack. I also loved their arm tape. Tape was a cool move.
Smart.
I was like, why stop at the elbows? Why not cover the hands?
The neck.
Get the neck. Protect your neck, protect your hand. Like, there could have been doing more. If you're just like grabbing zombies, you could be doing like the football tape where they're just like taping their whole hand together. I'd like be completely covered in tape, I think. Like 100%.
You want to cover all your skin,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I would, I don't know. There's just feeling about a lot of suitcases. Maybe throw some suitcases.
Absolutely. Nobody's using the suitcases at all.
Not other shirts.
Not enough suitcases.
Yeah. Then there was what? I like the baseball guy and the baseball girl. Fun. Great moment at the end for her. Yeah. I don't know. Fun movie. I gotta say, guys, fun movie.
Wait, I forgot. That's a beef I have where I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. Is why it's like the whole baseball team's traveling. Somehow this random girl that also goes to their school is like just traveling with the team. That's crazy. Yeah. Equally as crazy is that she has a huge crush on one of the guys on the team. Every one of the guys is like, holy shit, it's the insert hot girl name from Hot School, who's just the hottest girl ever. She likes a guy in the team and he's just like, ugh. Do you have to sit here? It's like, what the fuck is this world that we're living in? What is this? Why is she here? And why does the one guy that hates her? I mean, I guess it's a life lesson. Is like, nice guys finish last. Like, you can't tell these girls you like them. You got to be like, ew, you're gross. Ew, don't sit here. And that's really what does it for them. Or it's a bullshit situation. One of those two.
Well, we know it's not a bullshit situation.
Yeah. It's like, girl, we've told you you're not a part of this baseball team. Stop showing up on trips. I don't know. It's creepy. What's the deal?
She's skipping school. She got a day out of class. She's just skipping class to go to a school event. It's like, what the fuck is happening? What are you doing here?
Her dad's the principal. She's related to someone in the office at that school. There's no way. All right, let's wrap this up with a little segment we call Reckless Speculation. Now, I know that there is a sequel to this movie. There's also a prequel. The prequel's an animated one. I think the zombie outbreak happens. You see it happen in Seoul. It's called like Seoul Station. A sequel dropped this year. I looked it up to see like if it's good or not. And 3 separate news sites used a derails pun in their review headline. 3 separate sites. That's on the first page of Google I was browsing through. It is not supposed to be a very good movie. I also saw that there is going to be an American remake of this, which, I mean, fucking, like, why? We don't need that at all.
Ooh, who do we think would play the American cast members? Who's the big guy? That's got to be like Brolin.
Oh, it's Josh Batista.
Oh, Brolin's good.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah.
It sure is. Yeah. That's Dave Batista in the American version. Wait, is this taking place in the U.S.?
So, yeah, that's...
If we're rebooting, if they're doing an American version, it's in the U.S., right? So we get Dave Batista.
Like train to Montana situation.
Yeah. Train to Butte.
Trying to think of who the dad would be. There's some great dads out there. I can't think of anybody.
Vince Vaughn's in here somewhere. I think maybe Vince Vaughn is the protagonist's dad.
Vince Vaughn's an early death. Vince Vaughn dies early, or he gets everybody killed. Vince Vaughn playing, I think he's too lovable to play the business. Yeah, who's playing the business suit guy? Who's that guy who like gets everybody killed?
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy, to be honest. I was thinking of oh god, who's Xandu? You know who I'm talking about? The guy with the whistle. I feel like he can play like
Rooker.
Michael Rooker could play like kind of like a sniveling, like betrayer of people. I feel like he could betray everybody and be like turning like a businessman who's turning everybody on the train against them.
Is Charlie Sheen still acting? I feel like he'd be fun.
He would be
Green
blast.
is good.
We're just naming people. Different. No, you're right. Let's let's name
Charlie Sheen for the pregnant woman.
Also, yeah, sorry, I stole focus from your actual reckless speculation bit. I didn't mean to derail that.
Wow.
Oh, it's all good. These are actually the exact two things that I wanted to speculate on: is who the cast would be and where the train's going to.
Ooh, train to Disneyland. No, Disneyland.
Oh, that'd be fun.
No, but it is the train on Disneyland. Isn't there like a train around Disneyland or something?
It's the monorail that goes around it.
That connects like the hotels to each other.
Train to Caribbean Beach.
God, that'd be super
resort
fun.
and hotel.
Yeah.
Oh man, honestly, if a zombie outbreak happened at Disney World and the only place that there weren't zombies was the monorail that just kept going circles around Disney, that's a movie. That's a movie right there. That is awesome.
It keeps opening its doors at the different stations where there are zombies waiting. So they need to figure out a way to preemptively get these zombies out of the stations so that when all the doors open, they don't keep filling the train with zombies.
Yeah. Plus, it does this every like 5 minutes. It's like a very short loop. It's just like
it's an efficient monorail.
It's an efficient monorail.
It's well built.
Man, I'm picturing this as like some Elon Musk style, like magnetic, like hovering train, and it's like the first one of its kind. Like that's how that we would, if we're making an American reboot of this, it's going to be a shitty like, wow, the train of the future, and then a zombie outbreak happens because some of the chemicals used to power the train also contain zombies. We open up the motor and it's just a zombie chasing like a human leg, and he's just running on a treadmill to power the entire train. I don't know. There's some bullshit like that, and then Dave Bautista's there. He dies bravely. I don't know. I can't name any other actors. If they're not in a Marvel movie, I don't know what an actor is.
You're going to love this, Tim. Don Lee is in Eternals next month.
Who's Don? Which one's Don Lee?
He's the husband of the pregnant woman.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, I love him. Don Lee. Okay, I got to remember his name, but he's an Eternal. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's great.
All
Good
right,
news.
well,
So I guess I heard Eternals also entirely takes place on a train. So I'm excited about that. It's the first Marvel movie that's all entirely on a train. I haven't seen any of the trailers, but pretty sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's an actual fact. Well, cool. James, thank you so much for joining us today. It's wonderful to have you.
I'm happy to be here. You guys are lucky I didn't have other plans ever.
We truly are.
I felt honored to be here. My two favorite comedians, and Tim Keck. And,
oh, God bless.
No, I'm so happy to be here. It means the world to be asked. And it was a really cool movie. I had fun.
Oh, God,
incredible. Oh, yeah. You got anything you want to plug?
Plug ex-husband, my band on Spotify. 4 people per month can't be wrong. Things are going well. Wait, when does this podcast come out?
In 2 weeks.
Okay. In 2 weeks, a week ago, I will have released a song with Aaron Harland called Monster Mash. By the time this podcast comes out, it will not be relevant. Wait, was that Halloween? No. Oh, wait, 2 weeks is Halloween.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It'll be around Halloween.
Okay. Ex-husband. That's all I have going on in my life. Things are good.
Sounds great. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. We've been nerdy for 30, baby.
Nerdy for 30.
Bye.